What's good, YouTube? It's Justice. I used to be Pay, and today I'm back with another video. And in this video, actually, wait, like, comment, subscribe, do all that. But in this video, I'm going to talk about Kanye West and the Vultures dilemma. And what that is to me really is like, should I continue listening to Kanye's music going on? What does that mean for me? How does that impact me? Like, how should we go about this in the future? And I think a lot of Ye fans can relate to me in feeling that type of way. Like, feeling like, man, I don't know about all this. Like, I'm just like, this is kind of awkward for me. So in this video, I'm just going to be giving you my thoughts, my opinions, because I really feel like I need to get this off my chest. As somebody with a platform who is a huge fan of Kanye West, or at least was, I feel like I can get this off my chest. And a lot of people can either probably relate to what I'm saying or have stuff to build off of what I'm saying. Like, this will be kind of like a safe space for scorned Ye fans in the comment section. Like, let me know how you guys are feeling, because I don't know. Now, Kanye West, right? And this is going to be kind of a Kanye-inspired rant, so expect it to be a little off the wall, a little all over the place, like a Kanye rant would be. But hey, we're just going to go through and do what we do. But Kanye West is supposed to drop an album soon with Ty Dolla $ign titled Vultures. Vultures is the album name, and it's been pushed back a whole bunch, but whatever. Yeah, that's the album. It's coming out soon, supposedly in 3 volumes. And I don't know if I should listen to it. Like, I don't know, right? And just to set the standard, the foundation, I'm a huge Kanye fan. I won't say I always have been, but I really am a huge Kanye fan. Like, he's one of my favorite rappers. He is probably my favorite rapper of all time. And Kanye has always been kind of out there. It's not a surprise. It's Ye. Like, you know, he's always gave really hot takes. He's always said things that weren't necessarily the norm at the time, or always bounced off the wall with his takes and flip-flop. Like, he's never been a guy where you're like, oh man, this is just like a regular take. Like, oh, of course Kanye's. Like, no. He's always been kind of controversial, but as of recently, over the last couple years, it's taken a new level. Like, it's not just your regular, oh man, Ye, that was kind of out there. No, this is like, dog, like, I can't believe you just said that. Like, it's taken a whole new life of its own. And I've honestly been thinking to myself, like, man, should I continue to listen to that music? Like, I don't know, man. Like, because listening to music, I know people don't like to think of it as, but it's support. It really is. No matter how you want to splice it, when you listen to somebody's music, you're supporting them. Not just the art, but them as well, because they created the art and they benefit from it. So for me, I've been like, man, like, a lot of the stuff he said is a little bit too, no, it's not a little, it's way too much. And it's not like you can just easily be like, whatever, we just kind of ignore that. Like, I think that's hard to do when he's talking the way he's been talking. So it's like, for me, I'm kind of looking at myself in the mirror like, damn, what type of person am I if I'm going to listen to it? Or like, what does that say about me? Does it say anything about me? I don't know. So again, this is kind of a safe space for scorned Ye fans. This is a place where we're going to go and just kind of converse. You know, maybe you agree with a lot of what I'm saying. Maybe you feel exactly what I'm feeling. Or maybe you completely disagree. Whatever you got to say in the comments, bro, just let it be known. I really want this to be a space where people just kind of give their takes on Kanye, bro. Because I feel like I don't see enough past the surface level of listening to him, not listening to him. You know, I feel like there needs to be a little bit more conversation. Now, obviously, Ye went absolutely ballistic with his rhetoric in 2022. Like, it was just ridiculous. The anti-Semitic stuff, the Nazi sympathizer stuff. I'm going to pronounce things a little bit weird just to see if I can kind of dodge like demonetization. But yeah, it wasn't your regular Ye stuff. Like, when you start talking about anti-Semitic theories, Jewish people run the world, you're a Schmittler sympathizer, you love Schmittler, you're talking about how great he was, you know, attributing inventions to him that he just didn't do, or the Nazis just didn't do. When you start, you know, doing the Holocaust denial stuff, how many people really, you know, when you start doing the whole George Floyd didn't die from the neon, it's like, you know, when you start going there, I can't defend that. There's nothing I can say to defend you. You know, I can say, well, Kanye is different. You know, he's trying to, no, like, there's nothing I can say to defend that type of rhetoric. And I don't want to, first of all, but there's nothing I could say to defend that type of rhetoric. It's just wrong. It's just wrong, and it shouldn't be said. I don't need to tell you that. Now, I know some people are going to get in the comments like, oh, bro, you're a messenger from the system, bro. Who are you scared of, bro? Why don't you just, you know the truth, Google the truth, you know the truth, bro. I'm not afraid of Jews. I'm not afraid of the Jewish people, okay? I just want that to be said I don't know. That sounded kind of rough, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm not afraid of Jewish people. I don't care about that, right? This is just my opinion. I don't need any backing from George Soros or whoever you think is funding me when I say, hey, anti-Semitism, probably not the best. Hey, Nazi sympathism, probably not the best, right? We shouldn't really be looking up to the Nazis, right? Like, I don't think that's really a hot take for me to say. So if you're going to say I'm like some government funded agent, just have fun. But like when Dog is tweeting out in the morning, I'm going to go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people, like, there's nothing you can say to that. Like, there's literally nothing you can say to that. And it's just like, damn, like, what do I do as a fan of that? That's my guy right there. That's my GOAT. Waking up and going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. It's just like what? And in real life, I would never be cool with a Nazi idolizer, right? If somebody started coming around me talking about Nazi, ideologies, and they were 100% serious and this is what they were true, I'd be like, bro, yeah, you need to go over there, or I'm going to go over there. But either way, we not going to be close to each other. Like, this don't got nothing to do with me. But when it comes to Ye, it's like, dang, bro, like, I can't, it's hard for me to just be like, oh yeah, forget Kanye, bro. Like, just forget. It's hard for me to do that. I'm just being real, bro. Like, Kanye is my favorite rapper of all time. He's made some of my favorite pieces of art in human history. It's not easy to just be like, yeah, just forget that dude. I'm just being real. And for me personally, Ye's music in rap, like, I love all rap, all hip hop. Like, I love rap, right? It's my favorite genre. But when I look at the entire landscape and the stuff that I actually really do enjoy, Ye makes the most relatable music for me. At least he did early in his career. Obviously, I can't relate to the billionaire stuff and all. I can't. But I'm talking about early in his career. That's the stuff that I can relate to. As much as I love a 21 Savage, as much as I love a Lil Durk, an NBA Youngboy, a Lil Baby, and I can play their music, I can't relate to that type of stuff. On a true personal level, I can't really put myself in their shoes. But when it comes to Ye, I can do that. I know what it's like to be, a kid growing up in an area where you're the good kid. You got the nice shoes, your mom taking care of you, your cousins kind of making fun of you, you a little corny. Like, I that's something I can put myself in. I can't put myself in, the trenches of O Block. I just can't. No matter how much I listen to the music, I never can. But with Ye's music, that's why I can relate to him so much. That's why I can enjoy his music a lot more. And that's why I would relate to somebody more like Drake than, again, a 21 Savage, an NBA Youngboy. Like, that's the type of music that I can really see myself in, and I can walk in their shoes a little bit. That's why I relate to them so much, or I can relate to them a lot more than any other really form of rap that I really enjoy, right? I'm not Juice WRLD. I've never been, popping pills and super depressed. Like, I've never done that, right? So it's just a little bit different. I've never been Future. I've never been Cardi. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that, in addition to how much I enjoy the music, just makes it a little bit different. It's a little harder to just be like, yeah, just forget Kanye. Like, we just gonna let that go, right? Like, a lot of that music that Ye has made has provided a soundtrack to my life, pretty much. This has been the music that I've been listening to growing up as a kid. So again, it makes it really, really hard for me to just move on from that. But at the same time, with some of his other rhetoric, I can just kind of brush it away. You know what? I don't like it. I disagree. I think it's really stupid, but whatever, right? I can just kind of move on from that. The whole MAGA stuff, Donald Trump, as much as I really don't like it, I can at least be like, just get that away from me, right? Just get it away from me. I don't like it, but just get it away from me. But when you go from, regular conservative talking points to Nick Fuentes conspiracy theories, Nick Fuentes talking points, it's different. There's levels to that. And I can't just push that away as easy. I can't just be like, you know what, just forget it. I'm just going to close my eyes. I don't see it. I can't just do that when it's Nick Fuentes talking point. When you're running around with Nick, I just can't believe that was a real thing. Kanye West, my GOAT, was running around with Nick Fuentes' loser ass. Kanye West, like, is that not insane? Now, I could also easily, on the other hand, look at the landscape of rap and be like, none of these dudes are angels, right? Everybody who listens to popular rap, at least, is listening to somebody who's killed somebody, shot at someone, paid for someone to get killed, might have beat a woman a couple times, might have, SA'd somebody. Like, none of these dudes are angels, right? I'm not going to say that I'm not listening to those artists as well. I listen to those artists too. I listen to all that stuff. I listen to Lil Durk, Youngboy, Uzi, Cardi, all those. Like, I listen to those people too. So I'm not exempt. But at the same time, that's just whataboutism. That's just like, oh, well, Kanye did some bad things, but what about old boy over there? Like we still listen to him and he did, like, that's not really a justification in my opinion. Like, that's not something that like sits well and it's just like, oh, okay, well, Kanye said some horrible things, but he did some horrible things. So like, hey, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's kind of a cop-out, at least in my opinion. I feel like it's a little bit of a cop-out. It's a little bit of just like, we're going to push it off and, not really address it because everybody else is doing horrible things. Kodak Black, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really think that's a sufficient answer, at least in my opinion. Now, you can also look at this from the perspective of somebody like Cat Williams. Cat Williams was on Club Shay Shay. Everybody saw the interview. And he said, I don't get why people are so mad at Kanye, for his crazy takes or his off-the-wall takes, right? Like, you don't look at LeBron James and expect LeBron to score hockey goals. That's not what he does. LeBron's a basketball player, so you're not going to look at him and check his hockey stats, right? Which, yeah, it makes sense. But again, I feel like it's kind of a cop-out. Like, he's right, but also he's wrong. Like, nobody's really, I won't say nobody. Some people are, but most people aren't going to Kanye for his politics. That's not wrong. That's not a crazy opinion to have, right? Most people aren't really going to him for politics, but he's not, you don't have to go to him for it. He's giving it to you whenever, at any moment, at all times, he's giving you his politics. That's the thing. You go to listen to the music and he's giving you his politics. You want to hear an interview about his next album, he's giving you his politics. That's kind of the difference. If LeBron James was offering up his hockey stats every time we talked about him, then people would probably start to talk about his hockey stats if every time he was going and being like, actually, guys, today in the NHL, I did, like, you get what I'm saying? That's why I think it's just a tad bit different in my opinion, but also his politics and the things that come out of his mouth are a part of his brand. It's a part of Kanye West. I know people like to separate the art from the artist, but truly, I think truly you can't, like fully. You can do it in your mind, but like fully you can't. And I want to give this example for kind of like the whole like, oh, well, why are you, listening to Kanye's political take? Like, it doesn't matter, right? Imagine this. Imagine if the CEO of Walmart was like exposed to be like a super racist, hated black people. I don't even know who the CEO of Walmart is, but hated black people, funded the KKK, was breaking them off a little bit of bread, was liking posts on Twitter about the KKK and how black people are this and black people are that, black people can't do this. Imagine if the CEO of Walmart was doing all that and just hated black people. And every time he went on a podcast, he was talking about how inferior black people are and how we can't trust them and all this. Like, he was going out of his way to go to different media outlets and talk about his hatred for black people pretty much, right? Imagine. Would you be like, hey, bro, I don't really go to Walmart for politics. I'm still going to shop there. Do you think that would be the opinion of most people? Probably not. I mean, some people would have that opinion. And of course, people are going to shop at Walmart because it's cheap and stuff like I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking in general. Do you think the public consensus of that would be, well, I don't know why you're going to Walmart for politics. Like, just go and get your stuff. You're going to grocery shop and buy clothes. Why are you worried about the CEO of Walmart being, an avid racist? Why do you care about that? Because it's supporting it, right? It's supporting it. So I can't just easily brush it to the side and be like, forget all this. I'm not going to Kanye for politics. I'm going for art. But at the same time, he's giving it to you whether you want it or not. And he's making it well known to you what his politics are. And if you support that, and if you support his art, you're supporting his politics essentially. Like, you kind of are. Maybe not directly, but damn, you ain't opposing it. You ain't opposing it. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'd like to think about it like that. I wouldn't go to Walmart for politics, but if the Walmart CEO was on every podcast he could get on talking about how much he hated black people, I'd probably not shop at Walmart just because clearly he don't mess with me like that, right? And so I think you can say, oh, well, don't go to Kanye for politics, but nobody really is. It's just he's making it so outwardly known what his politics are and how bad they are. And so it's not like you can just kind of push it off to the side. It's not like you can just kind of ignore if you found out Jay-Z voted for Trump. You know what? He doesn't really talk about it, so I'm just going to kind of ignore that. It's just like, it's just on his chest. And also you can say, well, he's obviously going through some sort of mental health crisis. Something is wrong with him mentally. This is also something that Cat Williams said. Y'all call him crazy so much he's crazy. Well, why are you listening to what he's saying? And I'm not a mental health expert. I can't tell you if he is. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. He might be, he might not be, whatever. But my thing is, I think his thoughts when it comes to these conspiracy theories, this anti-Semitism, this Nazi support, it's a little bit too deep for him to just be kind of like, oh, Kanye's just kind of having an episode, like give him some time. And I think it's a little bit too deep and a little bit too, it's not well thought out because what he's saying oftentimes doesn't make a lot of sense, but he's too far in, he's too far gone, he's too in deep for it to just be like, he's just kind of saying things. Like, no, these are things that he truly believes. These aren't just things that are just coming out of his mouth. These are things that he's reading about behind the scenes. People are feeding to him. Like, this isn't just, oh, he's just kind of sprouting things. Like, no, you don't, have an episode and just turn into a Nazi sympathizer for 2, 3, 4 years. I don't think it just happens like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, I don't know that much about mental health. I'm not going to sit up here and claim to be an expert, but even if it is, a mixture of him having some mental health issues and stuff like that, I don't think it's just as simple as, oh, this is why he's saying these things. I think he truly believes these things, or he's being fed these things, something of the sort, a little bit deeper than just, he's just kind of rambling. And I honestly would say most regular people just don't have time to worry about this type of stuff. I'm a content creator, so I just kind of can. So like, if a regular person's just listening to music and they're just going about their day, they're working at 9 to 5, they're just trying to feed their kids, bro. I get why they wouldn't be worried too much about whatever song they're listening to on the way home from work and what connections that has. Like, I get that. Like, I'm not saying that, but just for me personally, it's just kind of nasty work, bro. Like, it's nasty, bro. Like, to me, Kanye and his rhetoric and like people still listening to his music and me still listening to his music, I think of it kind of similar to like the whole sweatshops in China thing when it comes to Nike. Like, everyone knows about it now. Like, it's not a surprise. Everyone's well aware of what's going on with like the whole, they probably got some stuff going on in Nike that ain't, up to code, let's just say. And I just realized I ruined any possible Nike deal I probably would never get one. I'm a YouTuber. What the hell am I even talking about? But still, you get what I'm saying. Like, we all kind of know what's going on with Nike. But at this point, people just kind of shrug their shoulders at it. Like, they're just like, hey, it's tough. Like, I'm still going to get these Nikes. I'm still going to get this Nike Tech. I'm still going to get these Air Forces. Like, I feel like that's kind of where we're headed when it comes to these things with these artists and their horrible actions, especially Kanye. Like, they're just going to be like, bro, look, dude, I just like Nikes, bro. Like, I know it's terrible, but I just like Nikes. Like, I feel like that's kind of where we're headed with this whole situation. Now, Kanye actually did apologize to the Jewish community with like a little post he put up. And it's being reported that he's going to do a 40-minute apology before his album ever releases, which I don't know. I don't know how much I believe that. I don't know how much of a sincere apology it'll actually be, because when it comes to Kanye, he's never been one to apologize much. Like, if you've been paying attention to him throughout his 20 years, not much of an apologizer. And if he is, it's going to be like I'm sorry you took it that way. I'm sorry my actions made you feel like that and it wasn't intended. I'm sorry you misunderstood me. I'm sorry. But like, he's never really been one to like just apologize. But even then, do we even know if it's an apology? Like, it could very much be a bait and switch. It could be Ye getting on there and giving another speech for 40 minutes. Like, I don't even know if it's real, to be frank. I don't know if I can trust it. And also, I just want to say, I think Vultures is literally the perfect name for this album. And people have said this before, so it's not like I'm saying anything new, but I think this is the perfect name for this album, right? Because what is a vulture? It's something that eats at something that's dead or dying. It flies around and it's like, oh yeah, that's really vulnerable. I'm going to go get that. Instead of having to hunt and actually build up and do stuff the difficult way, just eat the dead thing that's on the floor. You might not always get the best nutrients, but hey, it's food, right? And that's kind of what's going on with Ye. All these people who are around him, all these influencers and all that stuff who are showing up to the party, Ye, go Ye, they don't really care about Kanye. They're in there trying to suckle off the little bit of clout that they can get off Ye. They're trying to get that little clout off Ye because right now, not a lot of people want to be around Ye. Let's be real. Not a lot of people really want that on their brand, on their image, especially influencers, because you depend on the people. If you're a musician, you can kind of do what you want. You depend on the people still, but it's more so your music. But as an influencer, your image is everything, right? So these people are risking a little bit, but also there's more space around Ye, right? People don't want to take that risk to be around Ye, but I do. I'll go take that risk to be around Ye, right? I'll go over there. I'll go to the listening party. I'll be in the rooms. I'll be there with Ye. I'll be recording his rants on Instagram, and I'll be doing all that because I can get a little clout off it. The Ye fans are going to run to my page. They're going to follow me. Like, They're just vultures. They really are vultures flying around the carcass of Ye and going in and getting their little bits and pieces of clout. Like throughout that entire speech that he gave, that like little rant he did after the listening party for his album, the man compared himself to Jesus and Schmittler. And he compared those three things like, yeah, these are all equal things. And he was just rambling and going off, and they just had their, and I know Ye told him to record, but they just had their phones out and they're clapping. Yeah, Ye, we're with you. He's in the speech, and literally, if you listen to the speech, he's going off on everyone in the room. He's saying, and y'all wasn't with me. Kim took the kids. They ain't let me see the kids. Y'all wasn't with me. And they all, I don't know who he's talking about, because he's literally going off on them in the speech, and they're still sitting there. Yay! Oh my gosh, Kanye. Like, these are the type of people we're talking about right here. These are the vultures. They are the vultures. So maybe he named it that way on purpose. Probably. I don't know. But you can just see with this album in its title, it's perfect. It's perfect for all the people who are around him, just enabling everything he's doing, just literally on his meat, just yes men. And I know that Kanye doesn't really like to have people around that aren't yes men, but it was just ridiculous. Like that was like the perfect example of just having a terrible circle of people who are just there to suckle clout off you. But overall, I'm just having like a really tough time when it comes to the dilemma of like, do I or don't I, right? I feel like, but at the same time, I listen to other type of rap. Like if I listened to King Von, like I did, why would I stop here, right? Where's the line? Where is the line? I don't know where it is. I really don't know. That's why I wanted to make this video, to have kind of an open discussion. Like, what do y'all feel? What does the average Kanye feel? Because I know the really hard Kanye stans are like, bro, I don't care. Like, I'm listening to the album. But the average guy who just enjoys Kanye's music, how are you feeling about this? Because I really don't know. Even like as of recently, with Ye taking that picture with JPEG Mafia, he's wearing like a Burzum shirt, I believe. I didn't know anything about the guy. I looked him up. He's like a metal band dude from like Sweden or something. The dude is a neo-Nazi who's super anti-Semitic and literally killed people and was burning down churches. That's the dude Ye's rocking on his t-shirt. Like, bruh, like there's just no hope, bro. Like there's no hope for this. Like it just doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon, bro. That I'm just be real. It just does not look like it's going to change anytime soon. But like, if I continue to listen to Kanye in the future and listen to this album and just kind of like move on, bro, my moral high ground card is gone, dog. Like it's gone. I can't judge anybody about anything they're listening to for the most part, except like R. Kelly. Like I think I can still judge if you listen to R. Kelly like every single day. But for the most part, like I can't say anything. Like if a fan wants to continue listening to an artist after a controversy, who am I to say anything, right? Like who am I to say anything to a Morgan Wallen fan after he got caught saying the N-word? Like, yeah, bro, he said the N-word once or twice in a drunken video. But Kanye has given hours, literal hours of anti-Semitic content. How can I sit and look at anyone and be like, damn, bro, you gonna listen to that dude? Like, he don't even mess with black people. They're going to be like, well, if you look at actually what Kanye said, he doesn't mess with Jews. He doesn't mess with black people either, actually. As a matter of fact, he doesn't mess with them either. Like, and I don't know why I didn't say this earlier, but Nazis, they don't like us either, guys. I don't know if y'all didn't know that. For my melanated Kanye fans out there, just because he's going more in on the Jewish people, I said, God damn it. Forgive me. Nazis, they're not a fan of us either, guys. So we're not excluded from the smoke when it comes to those guys. But yeah, who am I to judge anybody for listening to an artist after a controversy, really, when if I'm still bumping Ye? And also, I just want to establish, like, obviously Ye hasn't hurt anyone physically. Like that, I want to make that very abundantly clear. I'm not saying that Ye is equal to anybody that's SA'd somebody or, beat up women. I wouldn't say those things are equal, but obviously it's bad, right? I don't think it's a really hot take for me to say that the stuff he's been saying is bad, and it's really negative. And also it has an impact. Like it's not just, some random, 14-year-old boy going through an edgy phase where he's, acting like he supports the Nazis and Schmittler, like, those little kids in middle school that do that. Like, it's not just like a little edgy phase. This is one of the biggest and most impactful people in the world pushing anti-Semitic and Nazi beliefs. Like this has an impact, especially when anti-Semitism is on the rise over the last couple of years. Like he's added to that. This isn't just a random guy in the corners of the internet being a dick to Jewish people. Like, no, this is a billionaire icon mogul doing this. So does the music I choose to listen to make me a bad person, or does it make you a bad person? I really don't know. But I do know it shows how much we're willing to tolerate if somebody provides us with something we like. It shows how conditional our morality can be if we're getting something that we really enjoy from a person. All I can really hope for at this point is that Kanye comes out with a 40-minute apology to the Jewish community, and it's really sincere and he truly means it, which I wouldn't put all my eggs in that basket. I'm not going to bet on that. But that's really all I can hope for at this point. And I'm ending this video without a solution because I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Am I morally a bad person for listening to Kanye? Or I won't say one action makes me a bad person, but is that a morally incorrect thing to do? I don't know. But just be real. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the solution is. I don't know. Can I listen to Kanye but not listen to Chris Brown? Should I listen to King Von but not Kanye? Should I listen to Kodak and Kanye? Like, I don't know. I truly don't know what the answer is. So, but yeah, this is how I wanted to end the video exactly, with no solution, no answer, nowhere to go. I don't know. I really don't know where the lines are. I don't know what I should do. I don't know if I should listen to it. I don't know if that makes what I'm doing morally incorrect. I truly don't know. So yeah, that's just how I'm going to end the video. I don't know. But yeah, in the comments, let me know how you feel about Ye. How do you feel about his music? Are you going to listen to it? And if you are going to listen to it, do you feel bad about it? I don't know. Let me know down below in the comments. Can you listen to Kodak but not Kanye? Do you listen to Lil Durk but not Ye? Do you listen to neither of them? Do you listen to both? Do you just listen to everybody and just say, you know what? Separate the art from the artist, even though nobody else can make that art but the artist? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I just really don't know how to feel. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm a horrible person. I don't know. If you made it this far, I greatly appreciate it. Have a good day. Be safe. Be blessed. Peace.